Okay, good, good. Okay, all right, fine. So I was facing this issue yesterday. It got resolved now. Thank you, Tenali. And next, we have to start from where? Adding and enhancing the existing files at local repo and pushing back to the server repo. Okay. So let me open the material here. So it's page number 109. Okay, yeah. Adding and enhancing the existing files at local repo and pushing back to the server repo. Yes, we have to start from here. Okay. So see now, guys, what is happening here? Okay. The project we have created yesterday at our local repo, and that project we have pushed back to the server repo. Right? Na? Correct? Na? So if I open the text document here, okay. So see now what we have done. We have created a project at our local repo, and then we have pushed that same project from our local repo to server repo. This we have done yesterday, right? We have done yesterday. The same steps I'll repeat it again today also to generate the project. Okay. And then I'll show you how to pull the project. I think we have done yesterday the pull also. Pulling of the projects also we have done yesterday. Correct, guys? So now what I'll do, okay, I'll just create one folder here because normally I'll delete it. I'll just take any one's folder, any one folder as one DevOps engineer. Let us take it as Apurva. Okay, so what I'll do, okay, Apurva is a DevOps engineer, and Apurva has got some work in the project to do. Apurva has got some work in the project to do. So what Apurva is doing now? Apurva is creating one folder in her laptop, something like this. Okay, and Apurva is now supposed to. Okay, Apurva is now supposed to what? Pull the project completely from DevOps. So she will log into the DevOps portal. Okay, she is going to the organization. This is the project that we are working into repos and click on files. This is the project Naresh India. Naresh India is the repo, and in this repo, this project is there. Now, Apurva has got some task, okay, to work on this project, okay, to add some piece of code in this project, to add some new feature or any functionality or some small change that she is supposed to do in this project. Okay, so what Apurva will do now? First thing, Apurva will pull the complete project in her local laptop. What she'll do, she'll pull that complete project into her local laptop. And for that, what she's doing, she's creating a new folder in any drive, D, E, F, depends upon the choice. Okay, I'm taking a E drive with a name called Apurva. Right click, show more options, and I'll say a git bash here. Okay, fine. I have opened the I have opened the git bash terminal. I've opened the git bash terminal. Okay. Next, what I'll do? First thing, this is being done by Apurva now. Apurva is doing this as a DevOps engineer. First thing, git init. She'll do git init first. Once it is done, then what she'll do next? She'll use git pull. Why she is using git pull? Because she has to first pull the complete project from server repo, okay, to the local repo. Correct now. This is the server repo. Okay. When the project is in Azure DevOps in the repos, then that is called as server repo. And she is pulling the complete project from server repo to local repo here in this folder. For that, she'll use the git pull. So she'll say git pull followed with the repo URL. Okay, come here, click on the repo, carefully click on the repo, click on clone, copy this URL, come here and paste it. Okay, this is done. Fine. Now see, the complete project is getting pulled. Super. The project is completed also. Okay, project is completed as well. If you come here now, see in your local, see the complete project came in. All is fine. Now, what Apurva will do? Apurva will go to this folder. Apurva will open this file and she'll add some piece of code accordingly. The new task, what is being assigned to her. Okay, whatever the new task is assigned to her, she'll go ahead and she will open the file and she'll add the code. So I'll just open this in a notepad plus plus. Okay. I will say here open in a notepad plus plus. Okay. This file I open in Notepad++. You can open in Visual Studio also, but Visual Studio is a very heavy software. It will take minimum 5 to 10 minutes of time in my laptop to get it open. And maybe it will open fast in your laptops if your laptop is of 32 GB, 64 GB RAM configuration, depends upon. So I'm just opening this in Notepad++. This is very simple software, easy software to understand the code as well. So I have opened this code in this software. Now what Apurva is doing, Apurva is adding a piece of code in this file, home controllers.cs file. Okay. She has added a piece of code mentioning public. Okay. I'm saying here something. Apurva implementation. Okay. And then here comes the logic. Here she is writing some logic. Okay. Here comes the logic. Okay. What she has done, she has added a 4 lines of code. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some 4 lines of code she has added. Click on save. Definitely click on save. Don't forget this and then click on close. Done. Now she has done some changes in the project file. Correct now? Now, if you notice here, it turned to red. Previously, it was green like this. This folder turns to red. What does this mean? It means that there is some changes happen in this folder and file. There is some changes happen in this folder and file. And this all icons, green, red, blue, etc. All this comes to you also if you install Tortoise Git. If you install Tortoise Git, then all these icons, these images will come to you with different colors, which is an indication for you that how things are going as per your Git operations, as per your Git commands executions. Okay, fine. So now, see, Apurva has added some piece of code, right? Apurva implementations. Okay, where in this file? Is that reflecting here? No, it's not reflecting. See where it is not reflecting. So now Apurva has done the changes at her local repo, at her local laptop. Now this she has to push to the server repo. Server repo means where? Here. Why she has to put it to server repo? Because if she pushed it to the server repo, then only others can use this code and this code will be available for others and this code will be publicly or not public, at least I can say here, available to all the DevOps engineers who are trying to fetch the latest project or latest project code into their respective laptops to do the further tasks whatever is being assigned to them. Correct now. So what Apurva will do now, Apurva will go here and she'll say, as she has added a new piece of code, she'll say first here git add. Okay, done. Then she'll say here git commit -m, and she'll say here added a piece of code in home controller. Okay, .cs file. I'm not sure whether it will take extensions or not. Home controller file. This is a simple message I'm giving here. Hit enter. This is done. Next, what he'll do, he'll say git push followed with the repo URL. So repo URL, I believe it is already there. Sorry, it's gone. So I'll say here git push. Okay, come here and take the repo URL. Click on this one. Click on clone. Copy to the clipboard. Come here and paste it. Fine. Then hit enter. Now see, it is pushing the latest project piece of code what Apurva has added from local repo to server repo. See, now let us come here. Let us close this one. Just say here, say refresh. Now see, the code came here automatically. Correct? Na? Apurva implementation, some method we have added, some piece of code we have added. Now that is reflecting in our server repo. So what we have done, we have pushed it from our local repo to server repo using git commands. Amazing, amazing. Right? Super. So this is how it will work for us. Okay. Okay. Amit, just put the same error in your Google. Okay, and see what they are recommending to execute the commands. Okay, I told day before yesterday also that you will get errors, guys. You will get errors till that things get settled down. You will get errors like this only. Maybe rope. You can even use other approaches also. Okay, using other ways also you can do it. But I am showing it through git commands, the simplest way. What we can do with what we can go with it. Okay. Source free, maybe there is an approach as well because every technology has its own ocean. Okay, might be what you are saying that is also correct. That will also work out. But I am showing in this way only. Okay. Ritvik, about the different branch, how to push it to different branch. I'll just show Ritvik. Give me some time how to create the branches and all this stuff. We'll come there. Okay. Just now we are here. Okay. Maybe in tomorrow's class, we'll go to the branches or today only we'll see how it goes. Fine. So now this is the code reflection has been happened here in our server repo. Now, what will happen here? Next thing, this is the piece of code has been added. Okay. So what Apurva has done? Okay, she has added a piece of code in an existing file. What if she's needed? What if she needs to, okay, add the complete file itself only in the existing project? What if she needs to add the complete file itself only in the, okay, existing project? Same process to add the file also, same process, no change at all. What she is going to do, see here, she'll come here, controllers. Okay, let us open this one. Okay, I'm just opening this file. Okay, I'll create a new file here. I'll say here, I will means Apurva is doing this. She'll add a new file called home controller 1515.cs. I'm just taking an extension as .cs. Okay, C sharp, I believe. Are you sure you want to change? Yes. Okay, then open the file. Okay, come here, add a piece of code here. Just adding this piece of code in this file. Okay, save. close this one, come here and close this one also. Okay. So now she has added a piece of code. No, sorry. She has added a new file altogether. In this file, she has added a piece of code. In this file itself only, she has added a new along with some code in it. If you want to check that one, okay, see that this new piece of code we have added in a new file. So here file is also new and code is also new. Second business case scenario, file is also added and code is also added. Both both has been added here. Now she wants to put the now she wants to push. Now she wants to push that it should go. It should go to our server repo. For that, what she'll do again? Same process, guys. Okay. She has to execute some sequence of git commands. Firstly, she'll say git add. Okay, once she say git add, then automatically it will get detected with a red color. Okay, sorry, blue color. File will come with blue color and folder will come with red color. Okay, I think it will get updated here. Okay, see now this file is in blue color means what? This file is not added to Git repository, not added to Git repository. That it means, so what she'll do, Git add is done, then she'll say Git commit -m, say here added a new file, home controller 1515 file. Okay, not required file. Added a new file, home controller 1515. This is done. Hit enter. This is completed. Now, what we'll do? Okay, we will go for git push. Okay, we are pushing. What we are doing, we are pushing this new file, what we have added. See, now it turned to green. Previously, it was showing red, it turned to green. All these indications you will get very nicely if you install Tortoise Git properly in your laptops. Initially, it will trouble a little, guys, but slowly things will get settled down. You just continue your struggle. Okay, fine. So now what I'll do, I'll just go here and I'll say git push. I'll take this repo URL. Copy to clipboard, come here and paste it. Hit enter. So what we are going to do, we are going to see that our new file, home controller 1515, will be visible in our server repo. Just refresh the portal. Now see, new file came here, home controller 1515. Also, the code what we have added, that is also getting reflected. So this is how like this we are managing the DevOps. Okay. No, you have to do git add first, Janali, because you have to, you have added the code in the file. Now, the same way you have to add the code in git records also. That's why you are using git add. Then we are going for git commit. Then we are going for git push. Okay, in this way, we'll go accordingly. Okay, because in git records, the code is not added. Nah? So you have to add the code in git records as well. If you have added the code in file, it's at your local repo, then it should be intimated to your git as well. Then only your git can push that newly added code in your existing file to server repo. Okay, fine. This is the second business case scenario, guys, where the user is adding the complete file itself only. Depends, purely depends upon the project to project. Okay, in some projects you are adding code to an existing files. In some projects you are adding the files itself. In some projects you are adding folder file, many things also. But procedure is same for everything. I don't want to waste the time here by showing the same things again and again. So two business case scenarios I have covered. Now, next thing I'll show here is that this is how we have done using the git commands. Okay, addition of code. Okay, addition of Okay, addition of files. Okay, addition of code, addition of files. Okay, we have done at local repo first, then we pushed to server repo. But there is another approach. This approach is what using Git. This is what using Git. We have seen this approach using Git commands. Using Git commands. There is another approach, and what is that? Okay, using Azure DevOps portal only, we can add the code in an existing files of a project, or we can even add a new file also using Azure DevOps portal only. No need of using Git commands. Directly using it Azure DevOps portal only, we can go ahead and we can add the code, or we can add the files, we can add the folders. Plenty of things we want, we can do it. Okay. So if some people are, not willing to use Git commands, they are finding it very tough, they are finding it very difficult, then directly they can use Azure DevOps portal only. Okay. But remember here, the best practice is using Git commands. See, it again depends upon client to client. Okay. Some clients, some clients will say, okay, some clients will say exclusively, okay, use Git commands only. Some clients will say, some clients will give you an option, okay, to work directly at Azure DevOps portal only. Depends upon client to client, depends upon project to project. Okay, Git commands is, guys, I'll tell you one thing. It is the thing when you are in practice. When you are in practice, you will remember the commands. If you are not in practice, it is difficult for you to remember the Git commands. And these Git commands are absolutely case sensitive. If you make a single mistake of space, where space is there, you have not given, space is not there, you have given extra comma, extra character, if you add it, okay, extra quotation, double quotes, whatever it is, it will throw you an error. It is absolutely delicate and very much case sensitive. You have to deal with it very carefully. Yes, depends upon, okay, if you take an example of Linux administrators or AWS DevOps engineers and all, mostly they will use commands only. But for us, Azure DevOps engineers, we are having a little flexibility to use graphical user interface also. Yes, because it's an Azure DevOps. And obviously, Microsoft technologies will give us an option, will give us the option for DevOps engineers, administrators, developers to go to some extent with the GUID also, graphical user interface as well. Okay. Now see here, whenever, okay, remember here, whenever, I have told this in last class also, whenever, okay, we create a new project in Azure DevOps, okay, then a repo will get created, okay, along with that project. And when we push the code to the repo, then it always, okay, put the code or place the code in master branch. In master branch. And what is master branch now? Master branch is the most updated, most important, most premium, most production ready branch. Okay, if you're having a code in the master branch, then you are not allowed to directly go ahead and change the code in the master branch. No, that is not at all a standard practice. Okay, what DevOps says that if you want to change, if you want to add a code in the master branch, then first you have to create a new branch, local branch. Okay, I won't say local here, else it will get confused, because local repo, server repo, we have already discussed. We are discussing from 2-3 days. I'll say here new branch you have to create simply. By considering master branch as your reference, you have to create a new branch, and then you can make the changes in that branch. Then you can merge that branch code to your master branch. See, very important for interviews point of view. Very important for interviews point of view, especially for people who are very new to DevOps. Okay, listen carefully. We never ever change the code directly in master branch. Okay. If we need to add the code in our master branch, okay, at Azure DevOps, then first we'll create a local branch. We'll add or modify the code in the local branch, and then, okay, we'll do a pull request to merge the code from local branch to master branch. This local branch could be of any name. You can give any name to this local branch. You can give the name as dev. You can give the name as UAT. You can give the name as India. You can give the name as Hyderabad. You can give the name as Naresh. Okay, you can give the name as Hero. You can give the name as any movie name. Okay, anything you can give. Okay, and this local branch, you are what you are creating now. This local branch, okay, is the replica of your master branch. Okay, fine. So what I'll do now, I'll directly show you at the Azure DevOps portal only. Okay. So if I come here and if I say, okay, if I say here now, see, this is a master branch. This is called repo. This is called branch. Again, I'll show repo, branch, repo, branch, repo. These are called root folders of your repo. These are called root folders. These are called root files. Okay. So you are in where right now you are in the master branch. You are, because you are saying master here. If you want to create a new branch, simply click here and say here new branch. See, click here, click on this knob. Okay. Click on this knob and say here new branch. Give the name of the branch. Let us take the name of the branch as dev. Okay. So you are creating a new branch based on master branch. See, based on master branch. You can create a new branch based on tag. You can create a new branch based on commit or based on branches. Three options you are having: branches, tags, and commits. Okay, 99% of the times we'll create a new branch based upon the master branch only, because master branch is the updated, latest, pure branch without any errors, issues, problems in the code. Okay. And when you are merging your code into the master branch, you have to be very, very, very careful. You have to be very careful. Miss, you are just negligently or recklessly adding some code in your master branch. And if it's get failed, your master branch code will get failed now. Okay, your team lead, your manager, your client partner, your technical architect can easily detect who has done this mess in the master branch, and they will sue you from the project. I'm telling you. They will give you 2 to 3 warnings. If you are continuing the same thing, making mess in the master branch, then they will throw you out of the project. Trust me. Okay, because Azure DevOps is a what we have read version control system. It will tell each and everything who has done, when they have done, on which date and time they have done, what they have done, what is the lines of code they have added, why they have added. Okay, while adding, what are the comments they have passed. Every single thing can be traced, tracked, and detected. You cannot hide, you cannot bluff, you cannot make people fool if you have done mistake. So you have to be very carefully merging your changes or mixing your changes from your local branch to master branch. Okay, click on create. So now what you have done, see, you have created a new branch called dev, where you are now, you are in dev branch. If I select here, you are in your master branch. If you select here, this is your dev branch. See, master branch, then dev branch. Now this dev branch is the replica carbon copy of your master branch. If you want to create one more branch here, okay, go ahead, see a new branch. Okay, and let us take the branch as branch name as Hyderabad. You are creating a new branch on top of a master branch. Or you can create this new branch on top of a dev branch also if you want it. Any branch you can choose. I'm giving here for master branch, click on create. Now see how many branches you are having. Master branch, dev branch, and Hyderabad branch. Multiple branches. Any number of branches you can create, guys. It's upon your choice. It's upon you. Whatever the number of branches you want, you can create it. Now, let us take, I have created with the dev branch. Now, what I'll do, if I want to add a code in this dev branch, I'll first click on edit, always click on edit here. And then I'll write a piece of code here, where in my dev branch. Okay, I'll just come here. Okay, I'll say some piece of code. Okay, I'll say here is action result. Okay, dev. Okay, and here you write the logic. Okay, I don't want the close bracket here. Here comes your, okay, and then I'll say here commit. Commit is what? Commit is nothing but saving, guys. Commit is nothing but saving. I'm saying here comments. Give some meaningful comments because others will read these comments. So you'll say here added a piece of code. Okay, added a piece of code in home controller 1515.cs file. Click on commit. Where you are doing this commit, finally you are saving where in dev branch. See a branch name, commit. Done. Now you have added this method, right? Public is action result dev. Dev, you have added this method, and where in dev branch. If you see in master branch, is it reflecting the dev method in the master branch? Is it reflecting? No, it is not reflecting in the master branch. Now, in order to make it reflect in the master branch, because pipelines, our Azure DevOps CI/CD pipelines, most of the times will run on top of master branch only. So we have to make the master branch up to date, latest, and the code, whatever we are changing in our branch has to be pushed in the master branch so that other DevOps engineers who are working in your team can get the latest and updated code from the master branch itself only. Everyone, if 200 people are working in the project, whatever the changes they are doing in their respective branches, they will go to the, they will update their code in the master branch itself only for sure. Fine, this is done now. As it is not reflecting in the master branch, our dev method, I'll say pull request. What is pull request now? What is pull request, guys? Pull request is a feature. Pull request, pull request is a feature of repose services in Azure DevOps, which helps the DevOps engineers, okay, to merge the code of two branches. To merge the code. Merge means mixing. To merge the code of two branches. Okay, that is what a local branch. In our case, it is dev and master branch. So I'm saying here pull request is a feature of repose services in Azure DevOps, which helps the DevOps engineers to merge the code of two branches. So whatever the code you have written, okay, whatever the code you have written in the local branch, and if you want that code to be reflected in the master branch, then we'll do a pull request. Guys, is that clear or not? Please read all these points very carefully. These are going to help you a lot for your interviews point of view, I'm telling. Okay. See the recordings, each and every recording, see at least 4 to 5 times, guys, I'm telling. I used to listen each and every recordings at least 4 to 5 times. Then only these all key points will get saved in your memory and you can handle this in the interview. We are human beings and the youngsters from 21st century, okay, are not that sharp. By listening only once we can remember it forever in our minds. No, we are very weak people. Yes, openly we'll say it. Because the technology coming in, the new things are coming in, we are becoming lazy, dull. Correct. So listen to the recordings again and again. Okay. And this helps you a lot for your interviews point of view. Fine. So what I'm saying here, whatever the code you have written in the local branch, and if you want that code to be reflect in the master branch, then we'll do a pull request. Very important for interviews point. They will ask, what is a pull request? Have you used pull request? Okay. Why to use pull request? What will happen in DevOps if you use pull request? If your pull request is getting failed, then what is the problem? What the probably mistakes you have done there? Kind of stuff like this. Interview questions will be asked. Fine. So I'll say here, okay, now add a piece of code, home controllers 1515.cs file. This is the comment I have given. Description, if you want, you can write a story here. I don't want. See, now I have done changes in one file. And that file, it is this one. Home controllers 1515.cs file. See here, it is showing very nicely. What it is showing here? These 4 lines of code I have added. See, plus, 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 plus. Wherever you are finding plus here, it means that these 4 lines of code you have added. See here, it is showing plus 4. See, nicely you can track, you can trace who has added what. So previously the file was something like this. This red color means this space I have removed. Red color means space I have removed. And after this index method, I have added this again 4 lines of code. And I have done one commit. I have given commit something like this, comments like this comments I have given, and I have done the changes in one file. That's why it is saying here file 1, commit 1. Okay, fine. Now it is the dev branch getting merged into the master branch. See, dev branch merging into master branch. Dev branch merging into master branch, right? So if you want to add any reviewer here, you can add it. Let us take, I'll say reviewer here, Kiddu. Let us say he is your team lead. He is your team lead. And now what you are going to do, you are going to merge, you are going to mix your new code to your master branch. So you want your team lead or your manager to review your code before you are merging into master branch. Okay. So the reviewer is this one, Kiddu. Okay. And then create. Click on create. Checking for merge conflict. No merge conflicts. Super. And then he'll say approve. Okay. Approve. Approve with suggestions. Means what? Suppose your team lead, he wants to approve. Let us take Kiddu is your team lead for an example. He want to approve with some suggestions. So he'll say here approve with suggestions. And he'll say something like this. Okay. All good. Okay. Going forward, pass the comments. Okay. For all the new methods. Something I'm just giving and then comment. So he has approved with some suggestion. Okay. Approve means straightforward approve. All good, super. Approve with suggestion means you have done correct only, just giving some suggestion, some idea, some hint. Wait for an author. Suppose if he is very busy in the meeting, he could not able to review your code. He can't even, if you are in a meeting, you cannot take up the call. Something like this. So he'll say here, wait for an author. Means wait. I'll approve it. Give me some time. Reject means what? If you have done some silly mistake in the code, that is completely a big blunder for your master branch, then simply he can reject. So these are the multiple options that you are having. Say approve here. This is done. Then say here complete. See what it is doing now. It is merging both the branches into one branch, that is master branch. Also, it deletes the dev branch. So delete dev after merging. If you uncheck this box, then dev branch will be there, but the code will be merged to your master. But as per the standard procedure of Microsoft, the Azure DevOps, once the new branch code is merged with your master branch, it is always a best practice to delete that branch itself. Else you will get unnecessarily confusion. I'm saying a delete dev also after merging branch, customized merge commit message. Okay, we won't use this option much. Then say here complete merge. See now, merging pull request, it is merging your new code to your master branch. Super, perfectly done. Now come here. If you see, dev branch is gone. Dev branch is gone. Finished. Now, if you come to master branch, if you come to the file here, now see, dev method is showing in the master branch. Super. Amazing. Dev branch is showing in the master branch. It means that now the pull request worked successfully. Pull request worked successfully. How it has happened? Okay. Firstly, you have created a local branch. You have done the changes in the local branch. You have done the commit. Then you have done a pull request where you have created a request. You have approved. Then you have complete the merge. And then you have seen that finally the new code, what you have added in your new branch, get merged or gets updated to your master branch. This is your dev method. See, this is what I'm showing now. The complete theoretical information, branches in Azure DevOps project, why to create branch, what is the purpose of branch, all theory. See, this is a master branch. Okay, this line is a master branch. Here, these are the commits. Commit 1, 2, 3, 4. Multiple commits we have done. Let us take after 4 commits, I have created a new branch. Okay, I have created this new branch. Then I'm making some commits in this new branch also. See, I'm making some commits 1, 2, 3 in this new branch. Then what I'll do, this new branch, I'll merge with my master branch. This is my master branch. This is my new branch. Okay, and I have created a new branch after 3, 4 commits from master branch. I have done this 3 commits. Then I merge this branch. Okay, this branch, local branch to the master branch. So that master branch is going to have all these commits and all these commits also. So what does it mean? Master branch is having the updated code, updated project. Okay. Why do we need branches? Read this theoretical information, guys. Okay. Different ways to create the branches. Okay. We can create the branch. Okay. At Azure DevOps. This I have shown. Now, how we can create the branch? See, click on this one and say a new branch. Very simple. Once you click on it, it's the same window I'm showing in the material. In the material, same window. See, name based on branch tax commits. Name based on, okay, here we are having branch tax commits. Branches, tax and commits. And here the work items. If you want to link any of the work item, you can link it also. The same, so I'm showing it here. Okay, fine. And if you want to see how many branches are there in your Azure DevOps right now, then go to branches here, click on the branches. See, here I'm having two branches. One is Hyderabad branch and one is master branch. I'm having two branches here. Okay, Tenali, wait for some time, ma. I'm having two branches here on the left hand side. That is what I'm trying to say here. Read this, guys. Read this. Okay. Steps for pushing changes from local to server repo using Git. Same steps. Okay. What we have done as a first business case scenario. Okay. That is what I'm covering here. Fine. Then next, creation of branches using local repo. Next, we are going to see how we are going to create the branches in local repo. Okay. We have seen how to create a project in local repo and how to push that project from local repo to server repo, how to make the changes in the project and how to push that changes in the server repo, how to add the file, different scenarios we have covered. Now in tomorrow's class, we'll see how we can create the branch itself only in local repo, and then how we can push that branch completely from local repo to server repo along with a project also. This we'll see in tomorrow's class. Okay, fine, guys. So let me make a record here, else it will be difficult for me. So the page number is 116. Okay, fine. All right. So I'll just okay. So Tenali, what was your question? As you said, Git is distributed. In that case, multiple devs created their own branch from master branch. One dev pushed his code master branch. Later, other dev tried to put his code. How Git will behave? Will it show first dev changes? If yes, how can we commit his code and our code? No, Tenali, this will be managed by Azure DevOps. You should not bother for it. Okay. To manage these things only, it is charging money for us. It is taking money from us. As I have told in the day before yesterday class, I believe that multiple developers, multiple DevOps engineers can create, okay, multiple branches, and everyone can work independently, smoothly on their own branch. And once they have done the changes in the branch, in their own branch, then they can merge with the master branch. Okay, and the other developer, when he has finished his changes, he's pushing the code in the master branch. Then master branch is having the updated code from first developer, from second developer, from third developer, from fourth developer, from fifth developer, and all internal algorithms they have designed it very well. It will not at all a problem. So you have to focus on your branch, you have to focus on your development. And the mistake that you should not do is that you should not do any mess with your master branch. That's it. When you're so confident that you have done whatever is correct, then only you are supposed to make a pull request, and then you have to merge your code with the master branch. Okay. And other thing, please remember one more thing. Suppose for an example, you have done some changes in your local branch and you have done some mistakes, you have merged with the master branch, then every developer will get impacted with your mistake. Every developer will get into mess with your mistake. So you have to be very careful. You should not make mistakes so that everyone should go smoothly in your project. Because master branch is the one where every DevOps engineer is referring to that branch, and it is considering master branch as its reference, and he's creating his own branch. If you are make some mess in the master branch itself only, then every developer, whatever he's working on, his work will get messed up. That's what I told. If you're doing some mistakes like this, two to three times, you will get warning from your technical team lead or from your client. If you continue to do the same mistake, then they will simply ask you to leave the project. That's why we are having an option for reviewer. I have shown now reviewer. We are having an option here, right? So if you want, normally for freshers, for you guys like who are very new, so they won't allow you to directly make the changes in the master branch. What they will do, they are very smart. Okay, once you have done the changes in your local branch, when you are trying to merge it in using pull request, okay, see, suppose for an example, I'll show here. Okay, this is my another branch, Hyderabad, right? So I'll just go here. I'll go to this one. I'll click on edit. Okay, I'll say here. I'll just remove this space. Okay, I'll say here. Okay, Hyderabad. For an example, let us take it as Hyderabad. Okay, something. And here comes your logic. Here comes your logic. Now, when you are making a commit here, okay, make a commit. Done. Now, when you create a pull request, now see here a reviewer would be added here. Someone from your team. It could be your team lead. It could be your architect. Okay. And once the reviewer is added here, now you are not authorized to merge your Hyderabad branch code to your master branch. Someone will review. After that, they approve. If they approve, then only your code will get merged. And assume that you are new. Tenali, assume that you are new, and your reviewer, your team lead is your reviewer, and your team lead has approved. And later on, after 2 days, it is found that there is some problem in the master branch. Then it will come to your team lead only, not on you, because you are a junior. You don't know much. That's why we are having approvers here. Okay, we are having approvers here. If there is some mistake, then automatically your team lead will be caught. That's why this is the limitation or restriction that we are having. Yes, you can. All right, guys, then. Okay, thank you.